He's just sitting there. He's got lights on the top of that vehicle. He says he's not a cop.
Okay.
And I don't feel safe with that kid sitting over there.
He has lights
no
on the top
reason
of the
to
vehicle?
be sitting on there. I mean, he's not technically on our property because he's more in the...
What you just heard was a call to dispatch from another Karen. She said it herself. I'm technically not on her property, but she still thinks she can have me ran off. What happened here is I pulled over to smoke a cigarette because I don't smoke in my vehicle. This isn't one of my usual places I stop to smoke, but this is where I stopped the other day. I figured it was a good spot because it's a dead end at the end of the road, so there's not much of any traffic. As she was leaving her house, she pulled up next to me and started questioning me, and I was trying to be polite, and I was answering her questions. She obviously didn't see it that way. But she told me, when I come back, I expect you to be gone. For those of you that know me, that doesn't work for me. Like, it made me want to make sure I was there when she came back. I plan on going home and cleaning out my car, but I figured I could do that right here on the side of the road. So I started cleaning out my vehicle, and she came back home. And about 5 minutes later, the police showed up. I was recording her whenever she pulled up, but I wasn't trying to make it obvious I was recording her because I wasn't trying to provoke her or make her mad in any way. It's obvious she already hates life. So that's why my camera's bouncing around. And she claims I was sitting there for an hour, but it's closer to 30 minutes. We'll start with the conversation I had with her, then we'll move on to the call to dispatch. Mine. No. I bought it from an auction. I'm smoking a cigarette. No, I'm not. I know exactly where the property line is. Well, I might just hang out here all day. You trying to be nice? You're telling me to leave off of public property. The property starts 6 foot off of the pavement, and I'm barely on the pavement, so I'm not 6 foot off the pavement. You what? Yeah, whatever.
Peninsula Police and Fire.
Yes, this is Miss McDonald. I live at 1011 Humble Road. It's on, I live on the side of the road that is the dead end. I've had a young man sitting in a white SUV right on the edge of our property in the street for over an hour. He's just sitting there. He's got lights on the top of that vehicle. He says he's not a cop, and he's refusing to move.
Okay.
And I don't feel safe with that kid sitting over there.
He has lights
no
on the top
reason
of the
to
vehicle?
be sitting on there.
You said he has lights?
He has lights on, so said he bought the SUV from an auction.
Okay. Do you want to speak with officers?
Smart ass. Huh?
Do you want to speak with officers?
Yeah, I don't feel safe with that kid just sitting there. I asked him to please be moved, and he's not moved in over an hour. I asked him to please be moved, and he's not moved in over an hour.
Okay.
I mean, he's not technically on our property because he's more in the street than in the edge of the property. You know, he quoted there's a 60-foot right-of-way that he could sit there as long as he feels like it.
Okay. You said 1011 Humble Road, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
1011 Humble Road. There's a big property, a white shop, and a house and a trailer.
Okay. Did you have a license plate for that vehicle?
No, but I can drive over there and get it.
She doesn't feel safe with me just sitting over there, but she don't mind driving over there to get my license plate.
That's not necessary. What's your name again?
Janet McDonald.
Janet?
Janet.
Okay. Is this a good callback for you? The 212-5823?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll be here for another 30 minutes, and then I have to take my husband lunch in 20 minutes.
Okay.
We've had a lot of stuff down here, but I'm not saying it's him. I don't know the man. I've never seen him before. But he was a smart ass when I asked him what he was doing. He said he was standing there smoking. I left to go to a meeting, and I just came back, and he's still sitting there.
Okay. All right. We'll get officers up to 1011 Humble Road, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, they called in about you being suspicious here for like an hour. Are you broken down or something?
No, I'm just parked.
Are you working?
No.
Are you with this crew here?
No.
Okay.
They just pulled up.
Oh, they just pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess they've been seeing you for about an hour, so I didn't even know what you were doing here.
What happened was I pulled up to smoke a cigarette. I stopped to smoke a cigarette
Uh-huh.
because I don't smoke in here. And some lady back over here, I guess she thinks she owns the road.
Uh-huh, what'd she tell you? Did she
Just
stop or
being
what?
real rude. Yeah, being real rude.
Was she passing or what?
She drove by and left, and she drove by and stopped, and like, "Are you a cop?" No. And like, "Why you got that?" And I mean, I didn't have to answer her questions, but I was just like, I bought it at an auction, and like, okay, well, you're on my property. I'm like, no, I'm not.
And then
Parked on the side of the road.
So was she claiming this was her property, I guess?
Yeah. I got an app that tells. I mean, anytime I stop anywhere, I
Uh-huh.
always check the app because everybody has a problem with me. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
So I check the app to make sure I'm not on
Well,
any
I don't know who
property.
called it in, so it must have been her that called in. Maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and that's her right there.
Oh,
But,
okay.
But yeah, she told me, well, when I get back, I expect you to be gone. And I'm like, well, I might hang out here all day. And she had an attitude and drove off, and she just got home 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes
Okay,
ago.
got you.
And
All right.
then,
That must have been who called. I don't know.
yeah.
All right, well, I'll go talk to her then.
But I'll leave with 5 minutes, 10 minutes after you do.
All right. Have a good one.
I almost had no complaint as far as the officer goes. Only complaint I have on her is her body cam was muted the entire time. I took the audio from my video and put it with her body cam. But the main reason I wanted her body cam is so I can hear their conversation. But I guess I'm not going to get that. Yet they still charged me $30 for the body cam.